All right, so we're going to find the surface area of a rectangular prism that has a length of 3 1/6 feet. It has or the other dimensions are going to be 5 2/3 feet. And then we have 10 inches, which is curious because I have feet, and now I have inches. They want us to find the volume of the prism in cubic inches, which means that I have to change everything over to inches, which we can definitely do. So I have 3 1/6 feet, and I need to know how many inches that is. So I'm going to think about multiplying that by 12. I'm going to turn that into an improper fraction, or I can multiply it out separately. That's up to me. So I'm going to go ahead and multiply that one out separately, and I'm going to do 12 times 3 is going to be 36, and then I'm going to add that to 12 times 1/6. 12 times 1/6 is going to be 12/6, which is going to be 2. So that's going to be 38 inches here. Then I'm going to move on to my next side. I've got 5 2/3 feet, but again, I need to change that over to inches. So I'm going to multiply that by 12, and I'll start by multiplying the 5 by 12, which is going to get me 60. And then I'm going to multiply the 2/3 times 12, which is going to get me 24/3, which is equal to 8. Adding that, I'm going to have 68 inches on that side. And the last side is going to be 10 inches. So I'm going to find the volume. I've changed them all into inches, so I can just multiply. So I've got 38 times 68, and then times, oh, it doesn't want to write again. Sorry, technical difficulties, times 10 inches. So I'm going to do 38 times 68. 8 times 8 is 64, carry the 6. 3 times 8 is going to be 24, plus the 6 is 30. Placeholder 0. 6 times 8 is 48, carry the 4. 6 times 3 is going to be 18, plus the 4 is 22. I've got a 4, 8, 5, and 2. Then I'm going to multiply that by 10. And when you multiply things by 10, you just add a 0 to the end of that. So this is going to be 25,840 inches cubed is going to be that volume.